And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Aries for July 2025, brought to you by the wonderful people at AskTheAnswer.com, the UK's leading website for tarot readers, psychics, mystics and channelers. Aries, the ongoing influence of Saturn and Uranus in the charts of those of you born around the 20th, 21st, 22nd of March is still echoing into the lives of all of you. But there's a change this month. Both of these two giant planets are going to be going retrograde. They're going to start moving backwards, at least from an Earth-based perspective. And what this means is that much of the influences that these planets moving into your sign have represented over recent months are going to stop being so much externalized and instead become more internalized. What this means is that you're about to head into a 4 to 5 month long period of reassessment, reevaluation, retrospect, reconsideration of where you evaluate what's happened to you in the last 3 or 4 months and then ask yourself, okay, so what does this really mean? And how is this going to affect my long term? I think it's safe to say that the majority of big actions in your life has now reached a point where there's no new major crises, trauma or drama, but now you've got the chance to assimilate and integrate the changes in a way that's going to give you a much more larger and more complete overview. So this is not a month for making any further radical changes of course or direction. There is a Mercury retrograde going on in Leo, a sign you're quite compatible with, and you're perhaps the only sign of the zodiac for whom I consider this Mercury retrograde to be not too difficult, because it will give you the chance to step back and look within. And you're perhaps the only sign of the zodiac, which I might say, as long as you don't get too involved in what's going on around you, this is a good month. But don't get involved, at least not in any way that brings you into other people's dramas or crises. Stay detached. As far as July 2025 goes, Aries, have an introspective month.